All right, so for the sideline hip car, I like to place something behind my back because a big compensating pattern would be for you to kind of roll away, roll away from the camera. So I want to try to feel like my hips are trying to stay stacked the whole time, and I'm not going to roll back into this yoga block. Or you can put a pillow or something behind you. So what you're going to do is we're on our side. You want to feel as if almost like my knee and my foot are lifting up at the same time. So it's not this, it's not this. They're both hovering up. And I'm trying to get as much of almost like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant as I can. And like, that's my full range of motion. I'm going to hold this a couple seconds. And then from there, I'm going to try to go into that internal rotation. So keeping my knee right where it is, don't try to drop it down. I just try to bring that foot back towards the floor without dropping that knee down. I don't have any room. I'm going to hold that for a second or two. And then from there, I'm going to reach the heel back towards the back wall without rolling away from the camera. So I reach, I reach, I reach. There, and as soon as I don't have any more range of motion going back, I'm going to slowly drop it down towards the floor. Good. Now from here, I'm going to reach the heel back towards the wall, but core's tight here because I don't want to arch my back. As soon as I run out of that room, I'm going to lift the knee and the foot at the same time. Coming up, I'm trying not to hip hike this right hip. Little hold there. And then from there, I'm just going to kind of go into extra rotation. So bringing that foot towards you, almost like bringing the knee towards the back wall. So this is right. So I'm finishing right at kind of that starting position or the first little roadblock there. And then I'm going to go down slow and then relax. So it's okay to like take a little bit of rest between sets or between reps because it is going to be a little tiring. Okay, so we're going to go for 2 more. So breath in. I'm going to lift, get all the range of motion I can, a little pause, internal rotation, there. So I'm trying to explore all corners of my hip, range of motion, reaching back, going slow, all the way back down. So it should be a lot of side hip working and glute as my foot's going away from the camera. Reverse it, bring both knee and foot up at the same time. Just get away from the floor as much as I can without hiking that right hip. From there, bring almost like the knee away from the camera, foot towards it. Little pause. And then go slow on the way down. So if you haven't been doing this at all, your hip car is going to be a little bit spotty. You'll definitely go quicker in some areas, but that kind of tells you what areas that you have weakness. So a lot of people like going towards the wall after I come here, they'll want to either drop or they just kind of want to go through it very quickly. So that's a good way to tell yourself of what areas to work. Okay, so for the third one, we're going to go through it, but we're going to take away the pauses. So I'm going to go breath in. I'm going to lift. When I don't have any more, I'm going to kind of go into that internal rotation towards that back wall. I can put my hand here for a little bit more support. Slow on the way down. And reverse it back towards the wall. Lift up. So I'm just taking away the pauses as I feel like I'm about out of that range of motion. Bring the knee back away from the camera, bring the foot towards it, and slow on the way down. Okay, so we're gonna go 3 on the other side, but I'm gonna show you a little different angle so you can kind of see what my hip's doing a little easier. Okay, so we're gonna go. All right, so you should be tiring. So I would say a good thing would be like, maybe 30 seconds for each rep. But maybe if you're starting out, it's not going to be, that long, but try to build up just as you would, like, with strength training. for strength training, but just doing it with mobility training. So we'll start here, okay? So I'm gonna go the hand on the hip. So at first, I'm gonna lift both the knee and the foot, get as much range of motion as I can out of that. Pause. I go through internal rotation without trying to bring my knee down. There, pause. I feel like this is the hardest part for me. Going back towards the wall. There, so keeping tension midsection, dropping down. Control, then I'm gonna go heel back. Then hovering both kind of foot, shin, knee up at the same time without hip hiking. There. And from here, I'm gonna bring the knee back towards the wall behind me and my foot towards that wall until I'm pretty much at that starting position. And slow on the way down. We're gonna go 2 more. Take a little bit of rest between. 2 more, now I'm gonna make this one a little bit more fluid, no pauses. So I'm gonna lift up. As soon as I don't have that, I'm gonna go right into rotation. So I'm doing kind of a little bit of percentages of each movement at once, but some more than others. So I'm just trying to draw a nice circle with my kneecap. Doesn't have to be a big one to start, and you just kind of build off of it. And it's just giving you information on where you might need more mobility. Control down. Go 1 more. If you were to do like 5 of these in a row, you'd be pretty tired. But you want to kind of try to build up to that. So you're treating mobility like strength. So you could do this by adding reps, slower speed, adding weight, like an ankle weight or anything like that. Go up. Out. And down, slow, and relax. And that's your sideline hip cars.